Welcome back. This is the second homework video for homework number 18 of Im1. So now we are just going to be doing problem number 8. So we have 8 absolute value of v minus 6 is equal to 120. Okay, so we want to isolate the absolute value symbol by itself. We don't want anything around it. We cannot consider positive and negative version until it has been isolated. So that means we need to get rid of this 8. What is 8 doing to the absolute value? It's being multiplied to it. There's an invisible multiplication right there. So that means to get rid of 8, what I need to do is I need to divide both sides of the equation by 8 because division undoes multiplication. So then you're left with absolute value of v minus 6 is equal to 120 divided by 8 is going to be 15. Okay, now notice that we still have the absolute value symbol here. This is the time when we are going to be considering that it has two different versions and you should have two separate equations. Considering what's inside the absolute value, that's v minus 6. That could be positive 15, the positive version, or v minus 6 could be negative 15. Then you solve from here. So what do? I need to add 6 to both sides to get rid of the v minus 6, and that leaves me with v is equal to 15 plus 6 is 21. The other side, I need to add 6 to both sides. That leaves me with v is equal to negative 15 plus 6 is negative 9. Okay, notice that my two solutions are not positive and negative versions of the same number. They are very different numbers. Now we need to go through the verification process. And so we need to verify. Again, we get the original equation. And we try it with two different solutions. You need to do both. You can't just say do one and then be done with it. So the first v is 21. So I'm going to substitute v to be 21 minus 6. That close absolute value. Is that equal to 120? That's the question. Now we can evaluate. We need to evaluate inside first. 21 minus 6 is 16. 15. We still have the absolute value symbol here because we have not applied it yet. Now we apply the absolute value of 15. What is absolute value of 15? That's just 15. And now we're multiplying that by 8. And 8 times 15 is indeed 120. So that checks out. What about when v is equal to negative 9? Again, we substitute into the original equation. And we evaluate what's inside the absolute value symbol first. Negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15. And we still have the absolute value symbol here. And then we take the absolute value of negative 15, which is positive 15, and then we multiply that by 8 on the left-hand side, and which simplifies by to 120 is equal to 120. So it checks out. Oops, there you go.